Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with another Quickie set, and that is Dissension. I have never opened any cards or any packs from this set. I got out of playing basically at the start of Ravnica, the first Ravnica block. So like, I have a little bit of Ravnica, and then I have a little bit of Guild Pact, and I have no Dissension cards whatsoever in my collection. And by that I mean, like, I have a few here and there that I've picked up from people who just had them as part of collections that I purchased over the years. But I don't have, like, you know, I don't have a lot of the commons and uncommons from this set. And I definitely don't have any of the rares. That's for sure. So, like, I've never opened this, and so it's like a kind of like the whole point of this Quickie series is that I'm going to be opening up sets that I never opened. So expect to see stuff that I'm going to try to get my hands on sets that I've never opened personally, until I run out of sets that I can afford that I've never opened, because some of the ones that are quite a bit older than this that I've never opened, are pretty pricey. Like, don't expect to see me opening up a box of Urzas anytime soon for the Quickie videos, because those boxes are, you know, well over, like, you know, $6 grand. Let's make sure we get one of each art, right? We don't want to have, yeah, let's do one of each art. Why not, right? That's what I try to do with the other ones. So let's get right into it. I've never opened this. I know that there's, like, Shocklands in these sets, like there's Blood Crypt and Breeding Pool and all that kind of stuff. So let's get right in and see what we can find. The value of this set is definitely, like, even if you open up every single card worth money in this set, you're never going to break even on a box of this set anymore. I think I paid well over $300 Canadian for this. And the value of the paper cards, if you had one of every paper card from this set, is only about $250 American. So you would barely break even. So just keep that in mind. Don't buy these packs. Do not buy these packs unless you are like me and want to crack them for nostalgia's sake or collecting sake, and just to make content and such. So there are a few commons that we need to keep an eye out for. Utopia Sprawl being one of them. The Rakdos Signet being another. So there you go. It's a nice little Rakdos Signet is definitely something of note. So anyway, we're going to go through the cards pretty slowly at first for the first few videos, just because I've never seen these. So like Karum, I've never seen this before. And it's because I don't really go back and look at cards that are available because I don't really brew that often, to be honest. Rakdos X-Spitter, Ogre Gatecrasher, Ocular Halo. That's friggin' weird art. Like a whole bunch of eyeballs. Aurora Eidolon, Whiptail Moloch, Sporeback Troll, Plumes of Peace. Now, again, this was the third set in the original Ravnica block, so you're going to see a lot of stuff. Like, for instance, you can see the Azorius symbol in the back of the bottom of this card. Maybe it doesn't show up very well on video. It is super faint, but it is there. It'll probably show up better on foils if we do see any. I don't know if you can see it on this. This also has the Azorius signet behind it in the box. You can kind of see it there at the bottom. There's like a mist color along the edge there. Writ of Passage, Hazda Exonerator. Yeah, all right. Okay, first uncommon, Sky Hussar. Now, it's funny, there's actually more commons over $1 out of this set. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 commons over $1 out of this set. Only 3 uncommons. So there's more commons that are worth money than there are uncommons. Sky Hussar, Weight of Spires, and Rixmati Dungeon Palace. Wow, look at that fancy land. A dungeon palace. It sounds kind of like counterintuitive, doesn't it? Each player discards a card, plays the ability only anytime you could play a sorcery. Interesting. And our rare is a Wit's End, which I don't think is anything super exciting or that we need to write home about. But we can go take a quick look here. I can actually just do this, and then I'll be able to see it. Let's see. This. And I can just do this. Yeah, so 17 cents for the Wit's End. So nothing super exciting, but I mean, it is a 7-drop sorcery that says target player discards his or her hand. So, I mean, if you're playing against a deck that's drawing a lot of cards, making them discard their hand at 7 mana is not necessarily terrible. So we have a Simic Signet, which is not one of the higher end signets in the common slot, but it is still Signet, which is nice. The Demon's Jester. That is a cruel looking imp right there. My goodness. There's that Ocular Halo again. Again, this set only has 180 cards in it, so we're going to see a lot of duplicates by the end of this. Aquastrand Spider. I think that's a reprint, didn't it? I think it did. Freewind Equinaut. My goodness. Simic Initiate. Vision Skeins. Or Skeins. Skeins. Riot Spikes. So we're looking for Psychotic Fury and Utopia Sprawl as the two other than the signets. Swolesorn Jury. Enemy of the Guild Pact. Man, that person looks very menacing. They've got spikes coming out of their back. They're like holding their sword dagger all backwards like they're gonna cut you. Cut you with a sweeping strike. Rix Mahdi Dungeon Palace again. Oh, here we go. Rise and Fall. So split cards, I guess this is where they introduce split cards around this time. So that would make sense to me, since the Return to Ravnica block also had split cards. I guess not where they introduced them, because they did have split cards before this, but like, I should say, it's not surprising that they have split cards in this set. That's what I mean. Slithering Shade. A 0/1 for 1. Defender. That gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Hellbent. Slithering Shade can attack as though it didn't have Defender. As long as you have no cards in hand. Interesting. And our rare is a Pillar of Paruns. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to play a multicolored spell. That seems pretty good. Yeah, there you go. $9. I was like, when I read it, I went, that seems like a commander card for sure. Since most people play multicolored commander decks, and if you can have a land that just makes the colors you need for your commander, why not? Right? Why not? Slaughterhouse Bouncer. Oh, Rakdos Carnarium. There you go. Seen her a couple reprints. Cryptospawn Shambler. It's Cryptospawn Shambler. Ah, Helium Squirter. There it is. Seen a reprint as well. Chrome again. Seal of Fire. Delirium Skeins. That saw a reprint, I believe. Sporeback Troll. Valor Made Real. Enigma Eidolon. Shielding Plaques. Mistral Charger as our first uncommon. 2/1. 2/1 flyer for 2 mana is an uncommon. Let's just put that out there. Let's just put that out there for all of you kids out there who think you have it bad now to get your 2/1 flyer that lets you draw a card in the uncommon slot. This is a 2/1 flyer for 2 that does nothing else. Uncommon. There it is. Sky Scribbing. Sky Scribing. Let's go with that. That sounds better. Pay X and 2 blue. Each player draws X cards. Forecast. Pay 2 and a blue. Reveal Sky Scribing from your hand. Each player draws a card. Interesting. Hey, it's an Azorius Guild Mage. That's really cool art too, actually. It's like a mad flowing cape. And then like a dude in the background like hanging out, like being all shadowy and watching out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe is that the creeper in the back? Is that guy back there? And our rare, Evolution Vat. 3 mana. Pay 3, tap. Target creature, Pay 3 and tap this card. Tap target creature and put a 1/1 counter on it. Until end of turn, that creature gains pay 2, a green and a blue. Double the number of 1/1 counters on this creature. Whoa. That seems expensive, but it also seems fun. It seems expensive, but it also seems fun. Because, essentially, as long as you have 4 mana available, you pay 3, you tap it, you put a 1/1 counter on it, and then you can pay 4 and double the number of 1/1 counters on it. That can get pretty crazy with some of the new stuff that's out there. Some creatures could get like a Bioessence Hydra with this, since it already gets counters on it from all of the Planeswalkers and stuff. Like, you could double it up and just have it massive. Heck, even friggin' Crassus, the Flying Crassus with this. Double the counters on it. Seems interesting. Seems interesting, that's for sure. The fact that you have to tap it, though... Oh, but... So, it doesn't... So, the tapping the target creature... Okay, so just so that we're clear, tapping the creature isn't part of the cost. It just says tap target creature and put a 1/1 counter on it. So, if it's already tapped, you can still do it. Because it doesn't say, like, target untapped creature, right? It says tap target creature. If it's already tapped, you can still tap it again, technically. It just doesn't do anything because it's already tapped. So you could technically like swing with your big creature, and then at the end of turn or on your opponent's turn, before you untap, you could tap 3, double the counters on it. You could tap your creature at the end of your opponent's turn, double the counters on it, and then untap. Or you could even do it like, you swing first, crack in, and then on your opponent's turn, tap this to put counters on your dude. Wow. That seems strong. I mean, it's obviously late game. It's only 59 cents for this rare. But I feel like it would be fun to play with in the right deck. This would be a pretty cool commander card in the right deck, I would imagine. And maybe it's too cute, maybe it's too janky, but like, hey, I like jank. So I'm fine with that. The Pillar of Perun's obviously the winner this week. We did hit a sweet Rakdos Signet as well, though, the old school art. Original printings of the Signets, of course. And this Evolution VAT seems interesting. I like it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, MrBevers. It's been a little quickie, but not so quick, of Dissension. Don't worry. As the box goes on, we will get a little bit faster with the pack openings because we will have seen a lot of the cards. So we're just going to show off the art, the commons, the uncommons, and the rares and stuff, and talk about it because I've never opened them because it's exciting for me. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.